Okay, this is Dennis from EntertainNet, and welcome Steve Vai, welcome to Germany.
Thank you very much, nice to be here.
Yeah, it should be a very good show tonight. The first question, you're one of the mega guitarists, and how many hours per day you play guitar?
Well, it varies. If I'm doing a project that I have to do a lot of other kind of work, like record the drums or mix or do keyboards or something like that, then I don't really get to play much. But usually I always try to put aside an hour at the end of the day to just sit and play. But then some days I play all day.
I did an interview with some different guitarists, and some really collect guitars, some don't. So Tony McAlpine said you just get 5 guitars or something like this. Do you collect guitars?
Well, I don't collect guitars as a hobby or as a collector. Like I don't collect vintage guitars. I have a few vintage guitars, but I have a lot of guitars because I work with Ibanez, and whenever we design sort of a new aesthetic for the Gem guitar, I have to go through many prototypes and different kinds, and plus they'll make me any guitar that I'm interested in, so I have the opportunity to just dream up something.
How many guitars do you have? About?
I think the last count was 263.
Really?
Yeah, I give a lot away. They just come.
I remember this hard guitar. You played with David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
It's just,
I remember.
So honestly, the last time I saw you on stage was during the Whitesnake tour, Slip of the Tongue. It was 20 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
So you always played in some bands of the glam metal scene, like Whitesnake, David Lee Roth. Do you have a really weird, a curious story, a funny story, or what happens those days?
Nothing that you can put on film.
But it must be a really wild area. So the whole thing, about glam metal, partying, and much more wilder than right now.
Well, I don't know what it's like right now, but in those scenes, I'm sure there's still a lot of debauchery. But when I had joined Dave Roth's band, I had come from Frank Zappa, and that was a very different scene, And the David Lee Roth band was more of like, the rock star thing. And the parties were just notorious every night. And there was, my first day on tour, it was like a shock.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was very shocking, really. It was just, wow, I can't believe, you hear about this stuff, but I didn't know it all really happened.
I still remember this movie, Crossroads, the final scene with the guitar duel, and so, very great movie. So, are there any other current projects that you can appear in a movie, maybe as an actor, a guitarist, or anything like this?
No, I don't really. I enjoyed doing that for Crossroads, but the movie thing isn't for me. Because that one scene I did in Crossroads, I think it took up like 11 minutes or something, or 7 minutes. It took 12, 15-hour days, and it's like I enjoy good acting, but when I'm acting, I just feel silly because it's make-believe, and then, they say action and you got to act and you do your thing, and then for like 10 seconds or 5 seconds and they say cut, and then another hour you wait, and, and then you do another 5 seconds, and it's like, when you're on stage, you're live. You know what I mean? It's like you're hyper aware for a long period of time, and there's no cut.
So you play guitar for very great stars, the last 4 centuries, I guess. And so, which period of music did you like most? So, which was the best time for you?
Well, if you're talking about the last 4 decades, right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have more fun now than ever. 'Cause, I'm just more aware, and you figure it out after a while. And I had great times in all of the bands. They were all really great opportunities, and I really embraced those opportunities. But they were very different.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, Zappa was very different than Roth, and which was very different than Whitesnake, which was very different than Alcatraz, which is very different. You know.
One last question. Your new project for 2013. What is in progress? What do you plan for 2013?
Well, you know, before I did this tour, I hadn't done a full live solo show in 5 years, which was, I don't understand how that happened. It was because I got interested in so many other projects. But once I got out on this tour, I really, you know, felt great, and I just feel like this is what I do best. So I'm planning on doing a lot of touring. So I was only able to allocate 4 months, 2 months in America and 2 months in Europe, for the first leg of the tour, and then I have to take 5 months off because I'm composing a symphony for a Stravinsky festival in Holland for May 2013. And then in June I'm doing a Eastern European orchestra tour with a Romanian orchestra. And then July 2013 all the way probably till about February 2014, I take my rock band and we go to all the other different places around the world. You know, we go to like Hong Kong, China, Russia, Indonesia, Africa, India, Dubai, South America, Mexico, Australia. And then I'll do a sweep of America and Europe again.
Yeah, you're a quite busy man, I guess.
Yeah, we're all busy.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.